So if we can go to the actual projects, let's put it this way: who has made contact with their manager that they're working with?
I have. Sophia May.
Okay. Yes, Sophia May. So did you just get a quick update?
And she says she's presently pretty busy, and that she probably will not be able. She will not be able to attend the session.
Right.
The upcoming session while we're in Mexico, she will not be able to attend it. But then
because she's in a city, right? She's not in Mexico City, right?
Yes, and she says she's pretty busy, so she'll not be able to take time off to attend that. But she's very much willing to work with us on whatever we need, and she has a couple of let me see, things that she would like us to work on.
Great. Are you able to define the projects well with her, or do you need to brainstorm about that? How's that going?
She says they need to develop new recycling sites and find ways to put these materials in the hands of those who can recycle. That's one of the things they have. So it's mostly like they have a marketing kind of program where even though they need to get the raw material from the people to recycle, they do not always get that. So that is one of the issues they have. But some of their customers don't have places to place the cardboard or the plastic devices for recycle. Right. And that also need to get new recycling sites. Those are the two cases, the two issues she mentioned, and she says she's still going to look into it as we talk about the program and what we can do, because she wants us to be able to do something by the end of it, or at least come up with suggestions for them. And she realizes that if she gives us a task that is longer than the scope of the program, we will not be able to help each other. So she's looking for something that we can actually come up with suggestions on or solutions to within that time frame.
Yeah, okay. She did talk also about the export of the bumblebees to Canada and the U.S. Did you talk to her about that at all?
Yes, she did mention that, and she asked if there were students who were like marketing. I said yes, we had different things. So she's like, okay. In the meantime, she's not sure if we should proceed by working on more like we make suggestions and get in touch with her and we fine tune it gradually as we go, or if we'll just collect all the information from her that we need and make presentations, and then after that we'll work from there. So she's like, that's what she's trying to figure out, which way would be best. If it should be a full assessment, so when we work, we'd send it to her and she would see how it goes, or if we should just do the whole thing and present it and then get feedback at that point.
No, I would work on a model of weekly feedback.
Okay.
At least weekly feedback, so that to make sure that you're on track with that. I don't know what the rest of the teams think, but even if the project is not, I don't think the project has to be completed during the period, this period till mid-May. The hope would be that we would make a strong impact in terms of recommendations, insight, networks, maybe putting them in contact with some people who could help move this forward. But the expectation is not necessarily that this would be solved in this short period. So it is up to you folks to figure out, what do you think would be, the best topic for the for your intervention with the company. The recycling, it is interesting. It's definitely interesting. The other project is more integrating across the NAFTA countries, so in that way it's maybe more interesting to the kind of things that we're doing. But, you're sort of more on the ground with that, so, I kind of let you decide which you think we could be more effective. Because even if they don't do Bumblebee export in by May 15th, which of course they probably won't, it could be a very interesting project for us to work on in terms of looking at, what are the regulations and what are the markets, what's the demand, etc. So it might be a more difficult project, but that's appealing in many ways. So I don't know if the other students have any input on that. We're just using a collective learning model, social learning.
Dr. Kelly,
yes?
in regards to that, I contacted the LA Sanitation District, the Los Angeles County Sanitation District, since they have a large recycling facility, to see how they proceed. But so far, I was told they'll be sending me an overview of how they proceed, so that I could see if that is how they do it in Mexico and see if they can benefit from each other. And they also do site visits, but it's located in San Bernardino, which is about an hour, 30 minutes, 2 hours from San Diego. So I wasn't exactly sure if doing a site visit as a team would be practical since it's that far.
Well, you would decide that among your team. I don't think we want to go to San Bernardino as the whole NAFTA group.
Okay.
But if you felt it would further your project, that would be great. And there is some value to delving into the situation in Mexico for recycling, and that would give you information. Maybe there's business opportunities there that we don't know about, where we could bring. So I sort of leave it up to you to decide if that's going to work for you as a project. If you think it's enough NAFTA focus and NAFTA interest there for you.
Okay.
But keep in touch with me on that one. All the groups. So do we want to go to Bombardier? Sofiane, do you have any news on the Bombardier?
Just 1 minute. Actually, do you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. No, so far we didn't have any news. We kept on emailing this guy, Mr. Mendoza, and we came to an agreement, arrangement with James that from now on, like whenever you wanna email this guy, we're just gonna go through you, Dr. Kelly, because I do believe that they only answer you, they don't answer us. So that's what we get.
Right. This is one of the things that happens in Mexico, and I had a similar problem where I had to include my dean in a bunch of conversations because they would only really set up a call with me if it was with my dean, and the dean really didn't have a lot to say on the topic, but at the same time they wouldn't make the arrangement without him. So it seems to be a cultural hierarchy type of issue there. What I would suggest is let's figure out a time where we can do a phone call. It seems like maybe a phone call would be a good way to do it now. So can you figure out some times that you and Yvonne would be available for a phone call, and send that to me in an email, and then I will send that. I'll look at my schedule, and hopefully we can find an overlap, and then see if we can set up something.
Yeah, even better, Dr. Kelly. Look at your schedule. Give us the days when you can think, and we will just adapt to that. I mean, it's much easier for us to find like a spot when you're free than the other way around.
Okay, I will do that then. I'll send you an email today. Let's see, what's this week like? Yeah, so probably from Monday for next week. Okay, I will send you an email on that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Thank you.